Planning a trip to Portugal and not sure where to start? You're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the top questions travelers have before exploring this incredible country. From hidden gems to food recommendations, we'll make sure you're ready for an unforgettable Portuguese adventure. Let's jump right in. 1. Is Portugal really as affordable as everyone says? Yes and no. Portugal is known for being one of the more affordable European destinations, but it's not dirt cheap. Major tourist spots like Lisbon and Porto have seen price hikes in recent years, but you can still find plenty of budget-friendly options. Stay in Airbnbs or pensions, eat at local tascas, small eateries, and take advantage of free walking tours. If you step away from the tourist-heavy areas, you'll discover how affordable Portugal can truly be. 2. When is the best time of year to visit Portugal? It depends on what you're looking for. Spring, March to May, and autumn, September to October, are the sweet spots. Perfect weather, fewer crowds, and more reasonable prices. Summer is great if you love the heat and beach vibes, but be prepared for packed beaches and tourist spots, especially in the Algarve. Winter is mild and quieter, making it a great time for exploring cities without the masses, but some coastal areas might be a bit too chilly for swimming. 3. Do I need to speak Portuguese, or is English widely spoken? Don't worry, English is widely spoken in most tourist areas, especially in Lisbon, Porto, and the Algarve. However, knowing a few Portuguese phrases will definitely earn you some smiles. Try saying bom dia, good morning, obrigado, obrigada, thank you, and por favor, please. It's always good to make an effort, and who knows, you might impress some locals. 4. Is Lisbon or Porto better for first-time visitors? The classic debate. If you're drawn to big city vibes, rich history, and buzzing nightlife, then Lisbon should be at the top of your list. The city is known for its beautiful hills, which offer stunning viewpoints, known as miradouros, where you can take in panoramic views of the city. Hop on the iconic Tram 28 to weave through Lisbon's narrow streets and explore neighborhoods like Alfama and Bairro Alto, which are bursting with character, Fado music, and great nightlife options. On the other hand, if you're looking for a more laid-back and charming experience, Porto might just steal your heart. With its picturesque wine cellars along the Douro River, colorful buildings, and cozy atmosphere, Porto feels like stepping into a different world. It's perfect for wine enthusiasts, especially if you want to try the famous port wine right at the source. Honestly, both cities have their own unique magic and offer completely different vibes, so if you have the time, why not experience the best of both worlds? 5. How can I travel around Portugal on a budget? Public transport in Portugal is a lifesaver. The train system is efficient and connects major cities like Lisbon, Porto, and Coimbra at reasonable prices. For shorter distances, buses are your best friend, cheap and reliable. If you're planning to explore more remote areas, consider renting a car, but book in advance for the best deals. And don't forget, walking is often the best way to discover hidden gems, especially in the older parts of cities. 6. What are the must-try foods in Portugal beyond pastéis de nata? Get ready for a culinary journey. Start with bacalhau à brás, shredded codfish with eggs and potatoes, or caldo verde, a comforting kale and chorizo soup. Don't leave without trying francesinha in Porto, a gut-busting sandwich layered with meat, melted cheese, and a beer-based sauce. For seafood lovers, sardinhas assadas, grilled sardines, are a must. And if you're a meat lover, try leitão assado, suckling pig. There's so much more to Portuguese cuisine than custard tarts. 7. Are there any hidden gems in Portugal that most tourists miss? Absolutely. While everyone flocks to Lisbon and Porto, there are countless lesser-known treasures. Check out Abados, a medieval town surrounded by walls, or Monsanto, known as the most Portuguese village in Portugal, with houses built between massive boulders. The Douro Valley is a breathtaking wine region that's perfect for a scenic drive, and Peneda Gerês National Park is ideal for those who want to escape into nature. You'll find that Portugal is full of surprises beyond the usual tourist spots. 8. What's the tipping culture in Portugal? Tipping isn't obligatory in Portugal, but it's always appreciated. In restaurants, leaving 5 to 10% for good service is a nice gesture. If you're grabbing a coffee or snack, rounding up the bill is perfectly fine. For taxis, rounding up to the nearest euro works. And for hotel staff, a couple of euros is appreciated but not expected. It's all about showing appreciation, but there's no pressure. 9. Is it worth visiting the Algarve, or are there better beaches elsewhere? The Algarve is undoubtedly beautiful, with its stunning cliffs, turquoise waters, and golden sands. However, it can get pretty crowded in peak season. If you're looking for quieter beaches, head to Costa Vicentina on the west coast or Comporta, which is south of Lisbon. These areas offer unspoiled beaches, fewer tourists, and that laid-back vibe you're probably searching for. But if you're set on the Algarve, consider visiting in spring or autumn to avoid the summer crowds. 10. How do I avoid tourist traps in Portugal's big cities? It's all about going off the beaten path. Avoid restaurants with laminated menus full of pictures or places where waiters try to lure you in from the street. Look for spots filled with locals, and don't be afraid to wander down side streets. Check out local markets like Mercado da Ribeira in Lisbon, or Mercado do Bolhão in Porto for authentic bites at a fraction of the cost. And when in doubt, ask a local. They're usually more than happy to steer you in the right direction. 11. Should I rent a car or use public transport to explore Portugal? If you're sticking to major cities like Lisbon, Porto, and Coimbra, public transport is the way to go. It's efficient, affordable, and easy to navigate. However, if you're planning to explore the Algarve, Douro Valley, or smaller towns, renting a car offers the freedom to explore at your own pace. Just be prepared for narrow roads, especially in older towns. 12. Are day trips from Lisbon and Porto worth it? Absolutely. From Lisbon, head to Sintra to explore its fairy tale palaces, Cascais for a beach escape, or Évora to dive into Portugal's history. From Porto, you can take a train to Guimarães, the birthplace of Portugal, or visit Aveiro, known as the Venice of Portugal, for its canals and colorful boats. These day trips add so much to your Portuguese experience. 13. What are the best souvenirs to bring back from Portugal? Skip the generic magnets and keychains and look for azulejos, Portuguese tiles, cork products, bags, wallets, and coasters, ginja liqueur, a cherry liqueur from Lisbon, and ceramics. Don't forget to bring back some pastéis de nata if you can resist eating them all before you leave. 14. Is it safe to drink tap water in Portugal? Yes, tap water in Portugal is safe to drink. Bring a reusable water bottle and fill up as you go to save money and reduce plastic waste. However, if you're not a fan of the taste, bottled water is cheap and widely available. 15. How do I experience authentic Fado music without being overcharged? Fado is the soulful music of Portugal, and it's definitely worth experiencing, but some touristy places can be overpriced. Instead, head to Tasca do Chico in Lisbon's Bairro Alto or Adega Machado for a more authentic and affordable experience. In Porto, try Casa de Mariquinhas. A small cover charge might apply, but it's worth every penny to hear the heart of Portugal through this beautiful music. And there you have it, the answers to the top 15 questions about traveling to Portugal. Whether you're exploring hidden gems, tasting delicious dishes, or dancing to Fado, we hope these tips help make your trip unforgettable. If you've got more questions or tips, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more travel adventures. Boa viagem!